Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's another great Thursday night, man. Y'all know how we do it every Thursday night. Y'all right here on the Goat Smoke podcast. Man, we got a lot of special guests in the building tonight, man. So y'all enjoy the show. I'm here. I'm your boy No Shame, the host of the Goat Smoke, along with Dapper Dave. Dave, talk to him, man.
Shit, man, I'm just glad that we're here, man. I heard we got somebody special coming
Yeah.
in tonight, man. I heard we got somebody real special, man.
Man, we got a heavy hitter in the game. I ain't even just gonna say in Dallas. We got a heavy hitter in the game. I mean, this guy has worked with the likes of Jamie Foxx. This guy has worked with the likes of Ariana Grande. Man, say, look, I ain't gonna say no more, but y'all be tuned in. My boy Classik Music will be coming on here soon. But we got a lot of content, man. We gonna get right into it. Shout out to my boy Money Mitch, Hip Hop Alliance Magazine, man. Y'all tune in and rock with us.
You want to jump right in there, bro?
Let's jump right in there, man.
What you want to jump into, man? You want to jump into some music, some pop culture? What you want to jump into first, bro?
Let's go ahead and start with a little bit of music. I think we can run that way.
All right, cool, man. Let's jump onto the music real quick, man. So I know that you heard the Billboard Awards was recent.
Yeah.
And my guy Pop Smoke took the award for best rap artist, man. He
man.
Drake, Juice WRLD, Lil Baby, Pop Smoke. Take it. What you think, man?
I mean, bruh, Pop Smoke had a great run from the dead. I mean, one of the greatest runs I ever heard. He had so many hits on the radio, man. And for him not to be able to actually see the fruition of that is really a bittersweet type thing. Because I really believe that regardless of whether he had passed or not, the guy would have been a definite staple in the industry going forward. So God bless the dead, man. Shout out to Pop Smoke for sure. What do you think?
Ah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw it, I was like, I mean, he was good.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like they gave that award to him because he was dead. Because really, Lil Baby really had a phenomenal year. And then Lil Baby is probably the hottest young nigga in the game right now. Then I'm looking at the list and I'm like, yo, it's two dead niggas on this list. Because Juice WRLD is on there too. Like, God damn.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's crazy, man, when cats can actually be dead and still be mentioned as a part of these award ceremonies, man. There's a lot of people making money off of these people dying as well. So I mean, we're
not going to say no, Shane. Who's making the money?
Hey, that's a good question. Who is making the money? Is it Pop Smoke's family? Is it 50 Cent? Who is it? I mean, I got questions. I need answers. You know,
on a scale of 1 to 10, man. Don't just say it because the nigga dead. Do you really feel like Pop Smoke had the best album of last year?
To be honest with you, I never listened to his album. So I I can't say whether or not he had the album of the year or not. I didn't listen to Juice WRLD album because I'm not into the Percocet just music that just really doesn't move me like that. The music of the day, bro, I'm not a fan of. I mean, to be honest with you,
a fan of this crackhead rap, man.
I'm not, unfortunately, man. I mean, maybe fortunately. But I mean, I'm really not a fan of today's music. I'm really a fan of yesterday, and there are a few artists who really, rocking out and actually doing their thing. We interviewing one of them tonight, so I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan. Probably never will be a fan of that music, man. I just like the lyrics, man. I'm being honest on that.
And man, the beats are amazing.
Right.
Imagine what Pimp C and all these other guys who have gone on would have been able to do with a lot of the production that has come out today. I mean, you got Metro Boomin, you got a plethora of really good producers out there. So shout out to the producer, man. Y'all make a lot of this music be what it is, and I can't give y'all nothing but respect for that.
Yeah, I can dig that, man. We're gonna stick on the music, man.
Yeah.
So my guy, The Weeknd, ended up taking the best R&B artist for 2021.
Right.
And this is the Billboards, man. How you feel about him beating out Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and a couple others?
No way that should have happened, man.
Come on, speak on it, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. I mean, did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
I mean, it was a good show, but I'm just not enthused about his music. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. It just doesn't move me.
Wait a minute, he jammed now. He jams, bro. You telling me you don't like none of his songs?
Not at the stature of album of the year. Man, come on. Chris Brown should probably get album of the year every year, if you ask me.
He's not gonna get that, bro. You know he's not gonna get that. You know why he ain't gonna get that, bro? Why?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? Now I like The Weeknd. I think he's very talented. I like his music. But what I don't like is the new R&B that does not sound nothing like R&B. The Weeknd is not an R&B artist to me. He's more of like
He's very pop.
Yeah.
Very pop, and has been pop from the beginning. But I mean, he's just got a euphoric, different type look. I can't get with the Frankenstein afro. I mean, it's okay, but hey, man, The Weeknd paid. Who pays to perform at the Super Bowl?
Is that what happened?
This guy paid $14 million. Who can afford $14 million to perform at the Super Bowl? Come on now. But it was a great marketing. I ain't going to say it wasn't a great marketing strategy because his bag probably went up 100 times from that.
So let me ask you this. Now, this is not a part of the topic, but I mean, people paying for performances. Do you think people are also paying for awards, which might explain why he got the award over Chris Brown?
Absolutely. There is no way that a lot of this music should be awarded. I know a couple of Weeknd songs, but for me to say, hey man, this guy's the artist of the year, maybe I'm just out of touch. I don't know, but I really don't care. The Weeknd really, he really doesn't move me as far as the music is concerned. Right. There are plenty of artists out there, bro, that really got something.
Like who? Name somebody who's R&B, real R&B, and they on your playlist, and you don't feel like they get no shine, whether they local, mainstream.
If you want to be honest, Jhené Aiko, I think that Jasmine Sullivan had an amazing album.
Why wasn't she on the bill?
I mean, I'm just saying he probably paid to get that done. There are other artists, bro, that I feel like are just a lot better as far as their creativity. And they'll never reach the pinnacle that these guys do because the bag is just not big enough. I mean,
you could be on to something, man. On the weekend, you could just be that guy, and we don't know it, man. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
You want to stick to some music, man? I kind of want to stay on music a little bit, man.
Oh yeah, and yeah. Hold on. Before we jump back into that, man. Hey, we're gonna have Classik music on in just a second. We're trying to get him logged in, so y'all just hold tight. You know, continue to stay tuned to the Go Smoke podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
With you being a music historian, a lot like myself,
yeah,
and I kind of know your style, man. So the question that we're gonna ask you and everybody that's watching, y'all chime in on the comments.
Yeah.
Place this face. The hip hop generation starting from 2010 to now has a Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Do you believe that?
It does. I mean, every 10 years, you get some artists that become staples in the industry. And they go on for decades and decades and decades to continue to do exactly what they've been doing very well. Okay. And there is a Mount Rushmore for people. I mean, back in the day, you would have had a Mount Rushmore. It would have probably been Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Biggie Smalls, and, probably Eminem.
Shit. Oh, my God. Where's Jay-Z, man? Oh, my God. Hell no.
Hey, it's a preference. Now, you know what? I would put Jay-Z above Eminem. I would say that just because I mean Eminem did jam none of that. Let's not diminish the white guy.
Yeah. So now, so you don't have Kanye on your yesteryear Mount Rushmore?
I can't have him in the same category because he's a generation to me behind Jay-Z.
Ah, shit.
So I would put him, Kanye, in line with the, with some other artists, I should say.
Can I have a pass to spaz? You know I'm a yes.
Pass to spaz, man.
Well, I need a pass to spaz. If it was not for Kanye West, 808s and heartbreaks, let me be very clear with y'all. The music that you hear today, which has the auto-tune, which has the rapper singing and the heavy bass line, started with Kanye West. The sad rap, all of these guys like Juice WRLD, these motherfuckers, that comes from Kanye, but we're going to see what y'all.
Oh, there we go. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure you're unmuted, man. Hey, unmute your mic, Dave. Hey, can you hear me? Unmute your mic. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Excuse me, y'all. You were having a little bit of technical difficulty.
Man, we can hear you, man.
Okay, good.
Hey, man, I'm going to pick up where we left off, man, just so our viewers can stay in tune. Now, from 2010 to now, we have a Mount Rushmore. I want to know if you agree with this.
Hey, your mic is muted. Unmute your mic again. Unmute your mic again. I think we're having some technical difficulties again, if y'all can hear me. There you go.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, man. Where did I pick off at, man? What is the last thing you heard?
We were getting to the Mount Rushmore. I know we saw the Mount Rushmore that these people put up and, that came out. And we were discussing really like who should we put in the place of those others. I mean, I think who's on the Mount Rushmore?
Let's get the Mount Rushmore. Now, because my mic was muted, I just want to be clear. Did you get my Kanye rant? Because I'm going to ride for Kanye.
I got your Kanye rant.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I said I don't agree with you all the way, but we can fight another day about it.
We'll fight another day on that. We'll fight another day. So now, as far as this Mount Rushmore from 2010 to 2000 to now, they have Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, place the face in the middle.
Ooh. Man, do you really want me to do that? Because I would really be biased to do something like that. But I mean, to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to go with, and this is just me, so please don't knock me. I feel like, somebody like Joyner Lucas could fit the same mold of, being on that Mount Rushmore. That's just me. Now, I know other people might have their own popular opinion. Somebody might put NBA YoungBoy up there. I don't jam him like that.
All right, baby, man.
I mean, who do you got on the list?
Man, I was kind of in the middle, bro, between Wale, considering from 2010 to now, and Big Sean. Because I'm looking at the guys on the list, and I'm like, yo, both of them niggas can spit right there with them, and both of them have enough commercial hits up under their belts. So if you pick Wale, I wouldn't feel no way. If you pick Big Sean, I wouldn't feel no way.
You know what, man? I'm going to change my mind. Big Sean was definitely, I mean, you could put 2 Chainz up there too, because 2 Chainz really did have a lot of hits coming from 2010 or Future.
Yeah. I I forgot about Future.
Let's not forget.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of different people that you can feel in that space. But I mean, I gave you mine, but now I changed my mind.
Man,
look.
Go ahead, bro.
We got a special guest in the building right now, man. I mean, when I say this guy is supremely talented, God blessed his vocals with an amazing gift. And I'm always honored to be able to have some of these deep conversations where we talk about pretty much any and everything as it relates to not just music, but life. When I say this man literally had a hand in changing my lifestyle as far as, you know, taking different herbs and different natural remedies and all of those different types of things. This guy is multi-talented at everything. So I would like to introduce to everyone who's watching the Go Smoke podcast to Classik Music. You know, so y'all thumbs up, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. This guy is amazing. Man? How you doing, Classik?
I'm blessed, bro. Blessed. Been over here trying to get this audio right.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a blessing, man, to have you as our first actual guest. So for people that don't know, man, like this is our first official guest on the Go Smoke podcast. So we appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all support Classik Music, man. This, like I said, he's one of the greatest artists to actually come out of Texas. So Classik, let's get right into the questions, man.
Talk to me.
So how did you get the name Classik Music?
Honestly, man, I hate to say it, but I was, you know, I come from a troubled back. I had a troubled background, you know what I'm saying? My childhood was pretty fucked up, man. And so, you know, it led me to try to change things. As a kid, being in poverty, you grow up trying to change, you know, the outcome of everything that you're seeing. You want different Christmases. You want things to be better than what, you know, than the present. So I went to jail. You see how I put it, the way I put it.
Man.
It over. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail and I didn't have no commissary or nothing, man. Nobody didn't put no money in my books. I ain't had much family, and the family I did have was fucked up out here. So an old school dude in jail used to have me singing. He used to pay me to sing songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He paying you in noodles and shit, huh?
Paying me in noodles and honey buns. Honey buns. They gave me a mug.
Right.
And it's something that just stuck, man. I used to say I'm cooking that motherfucker, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, what's the boy name? We singing all the classics. He was looking for me one day.
Right.
And, somebody said, he's like, man, that boy said something. And what I just said, somebody told me that's how he pretty much was asking for me. I was like, you know what, man, I'm finna keep that shit. And I pretty much I used it. It just kind of stuck with a nigga.
Man, well, that's awesome, man. I mean, that Classik Music name just rings. It just sounds so much like you. For people that don't know Classik, what is it that you want them to know about you, as far as not just being an artist, but as a person? Because a lot of people really don't know how much of a hidden gem that you've been to the city of Dallas.
Man, you know, one thing I want people to know is a lot of the things that we hear, you got 50-50, you got a 50-50 thing on both sides. Half the shit that you hear that you think that people tell you is real is really fake.
Right.
Half the shit that they tell you is fake is really real.
Okay.
It depends on who delivering the message.
Exactly.
And so on my you know, my years of being in Dallas, man, and just doing music, I learned that the people that's in the forefront ain't really the people that's making the shit happen. It's almost like the nurse and the doctor.
Right.
The nurses are actually doing the fucking work. The doctor don't do too much of shit, if you notice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But he get the credit. And in this music business, it's the same thing, because the doctor is the most popular candidate as far as for the corporation. The doctor is more popular for the hospital, but the nurse is more vital, because without the nurse ain't no hospital.
Absolutely, because they're the ones that got to get you. They're the ones that got to bring you back to health after the doctor has done what his specialty is.
Exactly, or just give you an advice. Usually they come in and tell you some shit and burn out. You see them, you see that for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, then you never see him again.
Exactly.
I'm the nurse.
Yeah.
That's how I look
Exactly.
at myself. I'm what what keeps my talent is in the cesspool that keeps music alive. Keep you
Why,
remembering
why,
that.
why do you sing with such, or how did you learn to sing with such passion? Like it's like you almost singing from a place of pain or from hurt. It's like you have no choice but to feel you when you're actually singing.
Well,
So how, I mean,
I
yeah,
am singing from hurt and passion. That's
yeah,
I just get on the mic, man. So I just get on the mic. Few people in Dallas don't witness it. A lot of people, I really don't. I'm not as much of a people person as I used to be. So I
yeah.
really just, I only invite certain people in my space that I can connect with their energy. So certain people will tell you, man, I just really get on the mic and that passion, that hurt, I gotta kind of relive that shit and
Yeah.
go through it. But it always come out with a beautiful song. It always come out with some dope shit. So
For people that don't know, so I've been in the studio with Classik on multiple occasions. So to watch him go through his process of making music is almost like genius like. I ain't gonna say it's almost like it is genius like.
appreciate it.
And so for people that are not able to see that, when they listen to your music, man, I know they're captivated. I know each one of those songs like what is it,
Twin Pains.
Twin Pain. Oh man,
Yeah.
amazing song, man.
Thank you, bro.
Amazing song. Like where were you, what space were you in when you were writing that joint?
Shit, I was trying to pick this chick up.
Yeah. Okay. Talk about it.
So I had ran into this little chick, man, and I liked her, and she so fucked up and hurt. I hate to say it like this, but shit, man, within a week of knowing her, somebody raped her and all kind of shit. Like she
Man.
just had a hard time in life, man, and all I could do was really, I can speak. I'm an author, so I got good wordplay, but I've never been the guy to sweep women off her feet with my words. It's
Right.
more of my action, or either me singing or just me being genuinely me. So
Right.
to have to take a chance and tell a woman, like, what I'm saying, I understand you. What
Right.
I'm saying? Like we both fucked up. We got twin pains. I see your pains. I understand your pains because I too have the same pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So literally that's how I wrote the song.
Man, look, man, sometimes certain moments, certain things happen, and man, sometimes it just makes for some beautiful music. And I know that with the passing of your mom, how has that changed your life? Like I know you were really, really, really. Your mom was your best friend, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what life, man? It's almost like being reborn. You don't have a life. You don't have the same life after experiencing shit like that. The
Right.
life you knew it, that's over with. You really have to start over.
Right.
Like,
No,
completely over.
and nobody could ever understand the hurt of losing a parent. I'm pretty sure, especially a mother. The person who has nurtured us and guided us through some of our situations when nobody else has been there.
Let me tell you something, man. You feel like, honestly, I know a few other people went through this. It's a weird experience because you lose, like you can tell, like physically they cut the umbilical cord, but spiritually and mentally it's never cut.
Right.
And psychologically. So once your mom passed away, man, and you feel that disconnect, or your eyes see that, and you start to tell yourself mentally and all the other ways that she's no longer here, you can't speak to all that.
Right.
You feel like a fucking kid.
So what keeps you going? Like what keeps you with that being a part of your life that has changed? What keeps you? What gets you passionate about continuing to do this music and to continue to live your life the way that you are right now?
Well, look, so I lost my dad first. The
Right.
guy who actually was my grandfather, but he raised me as his son.
Right.
Me and my brothers. I lost him. I lost my mama, and then I lost the only aunt that I really ever grew up knowing, and
Right.
then another one. I only had really two aunts that I knew that I grew up knowing on my mom's side, and they man, they all passed back to back, and then Strugs died too in the midst of that shit. Like,
man, yeah.
So it was at
Strugs.
Yeah, man. So it was a point, a pivotal point, literally in my life where I was like, I'm either finna die or I'm finna live like a motherfucker.
Right.
And I was dying, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I really had to pick myself up and look at my kids and then think and really think, nigga, if you leave here, because they left here, everything that they put in you and wanted to do, either while they was here or told you so you would know the goal. You can't carry out the mission. You can't die just because you can't stop running the ball because the quarterback got hit. If the ball in there and you can catch it, man, you gotta go. You gotta handle your business. You can't afford to look back or you're gonna get knocked down. So I literally had to look at it like that, like, okay, I gotta get to this touchdown. I gotta win this game. If I stop, then all the bullshit passed to my kids, and I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't be able to rest peacefully knowing that I left all this bullshit in they lap.
Man, that's truly amazing, man. Y'all don't understand the resiliency that it takes to come from losing a mother, being a single father. This guy is a single father. So, I mean, if don't nobody give you your praise and salute, man, we're going to do that right here on Goat Smoke. We only bring the goats on. So I know what you are, man. I know what you've done. We got a lot of things in common as far as this industry is concerned.
Yeah.
We both feel like we've been, tossed to and fro. And now, remember we were talking about how if people don't feel like they can fuck you over,
you ain't no use for them.
You're no use to them, right?
You're not used to them, yeah.
Speak on that.
It's the truth. When it's the same as, to give your audience a better example, it's the same as cereal that you don't eat.
Yeah.
When you go to the top of the refrigerator and you see the shit that you like, Fruity Pebbles, and you hungry for something, you go in there with a purpose, right? So picture these same people, they get into the industry with whatever purpose that it is that they have. Now they go to this top of this refrigerator, which is one of the industry, somebody in the industry, and they see the cereal. We the cereal. So think of yourself like that.
Right.
If they eat fruity shit, you know what I'm saying, and they like Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch, all this, then Raisin Bran ain't shit to them. Even though it might be the most helpful shit and the most healthiest shit for them, that's not what they want to eat.
That's not what they want to eat.
So Raisin Bran is unimportant. It'll sit there till it get Weebles in it. That's kind of how it is. It's like,
hey man, I don't know about you, but I ain't never been fun to Raisin Bran.
Nah, me either. That's how I know that motherfucker gonna sit right there till it's time to throw it away.
Exactly.
That's why it's easy for me to put that analogy out there, because I'm the nigga I'm talking about. I go to the top of the refrigerator, I'm only gonna get what I like to eat, and so I feel like people do the same thing. They gravitate to what they're used to doing. People that's used to fucking over people and scamming their way to the top, or stepping on this person and stepping on this person. Most people don't care about none of that. They care about the win, and they rather deal with that later on, because it's easier to fuck over a motherfucker and say I'm sorry. Because I'm sorry don't mean shit. The same as high and by.
Absolutely. Hey,
man, I like to jump in there, man.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna jump in there, man. Classik, I'm so glad you're here, bro. I've been a fan of yours on the low for a very long time now.
Appreciate and now that,
yes, sir.
On the low? What's
on the low? On the low, because it's just, it's hard to look at a dude and be like, hey, I'm a fan of his, and he's singing to my woman. You know what I mean?
From that perspective, I understand.
When she gone, I listen to you. But now that we got the introduction out of the way, I want to kind of dive into your music side, man, and give you an observation. I'm a poet. And I can tell that you have a poet's mind when you sit down and you are writing your music. But the question that I have for you is, which comes first for you? The melody, the verse, or the vibe of the beat?
Well, usually I'm listening. All right, it all depends, because I've written songs where I was just on my ukulele playing, and I came up with some shit, but it's really whatever ushers in the energy.
Right.
Whatever at that moment has the highest frequency and energy is what I'm gonna gravitate to. So if I'm listening to a beat and I'm listening to that beat, the melody is really usually the last shit for me, because your voice is for worship, man. A lot of people don't believe in the Most High, but it don't gotta just be for that. Your voice is something that glorifies the Most High and yourself. Your voice says everything about you. The tone of your voice, the texture of your voice, the way you use it, and the words that spear from it. So my voice is, I use it. I mean, I understand what it's for. So
man,
I don't use it until it's time to use it. I catch that energy. Next thing you know, when I put the voice on there, I'm worshiping at that point. I'm speaking my truth. I'm expressing, however you want to say it.
You
From
do
the
it
depths of who
so
I am.
effortlessly, though. You know,
Appreciate it,
it's like the creativity. You don't have to strike an iron for your creativity. Do you ever go to a spurt?
Well,
When you just don't feel creative, like the creativity is flowing?
You know what? When you are expressing, it's no such thing. The only time, and most artists can contest to this if they really think, even y'all. The only time you have ever gotten writer's block is when you were trying to make a song that you knew you probably needed because the industry needed. The industry is doing it. Anytime you just doing you and expressing yourself, you'll never get writer's block. That never happens because your story is always vital in your mind and heart.
Yeah.
Your passion will always be there. But when you venture off into, man, ooh, that song jamming, we need something like that. That's when you get writer's block.
Exactly.
You know
so quick question. There was a list that came out recently.
Oh God.
Which
one?
Well, you know that it's so many of them. I don't even want to point out some of these bloggers because I do have relationships with certain people, so I don't want these people to take offense.
Y'all need a list.
It's their opinion, right?
Right.
And so for them not to have you just even in the vicinity or in the mix, one, it seems like they're out of touch. They're not really in touch with what's really going on. A lot of them, I mean, a lot of these lists, man, they playing them from people who living in the past.
Let me tell you what these lists be, bro. These lists be half just popular and drama, and then the other half be they partners that they kissing ass to on a daily, or talking to, or cool with, or want to fuck with, especially if it's a female that got a fat ass and she rap.
Oh man,
they gonna throw her on the list just because. So it's one of those things. If you tell a person, if I see a nigga at a barbecue or anywhere, and I be like, nigga, you cold, because I want to do a verse with him. If I do a list, if I just told this man, bro, you better than most of these motherfuckers, and I do a list, I gotta put him on the list. If I just told this female I'm trying to smash that rap, you killing all these hoes, and I make a list, I gotta put her on the list.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think it's more of a who you know, not what you do.
Exactly, because most of the people on these lists ain't done shit. Besides these free ass shows out here. They ain't have, you know how many people on that list don't even get booked for shows?
Oh, I know.
They just do free shit around here, and that's it.
Yeah.
But the people that's actually, bro, I don't never see the 7th grade Jason Leary, like these ghosts, bro.
These guys
we
tough.
Legends. Even me and yourself, bro. We legends.
Yes, sir.
I ain't finna, come on, bro.
Yes, sir.
I have a question, man. Just on the musical side. Who haven't you worked with that you want to work with?
Here or anywhere?
Anywhere.
Haven't I worked with? I was gonna say Drake, but I Drake know my pen. He know my music. Definitely Kendrick.
Yeah.
Cole, I gotta work with both of them. You know what, man? I find myself reaching back to, man, it's crazy because I find myself Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes.
I find myself reaching back to, I'm at a point now to where I'm back to music expression, which should definitely be a one-on-one. I'm thinking about teaching a class to help people bring out the expression and creativity of side of music. Not the skill. That
would be really dope though. Like if you were able to do that, because it's like you gotta teach passion now.
Yeah,
you gotta teach. you was teaching me some stuff that I didn't have in my repertoire. When I was in the studio with you, you was like, bro,
Most people don't take we don't take it in our tool bag,
yeah,
man. Toolbox. It's just well, my thing of music. What is music to you, and that determines what kind of music you'll do. If you look at any artist, what music is to them is exactly what kind of music they're gonna do. If music is just something that they can get bitches off and get some clout, that's the kind of music they're gonna do.
absolutely.
If
So
you just
working with people like Jamie Foxx, because I
Mhm.
know we've discussed, you know, moving out to LA and seeing a different lifestyle than was previously here in
yeah,
Dallas. So just kind of like fill people in a little bit on your story, like coming from living out your car and ending up living actually in the home with Jamie Foxx, working on multiple records with him.
shit, I did it. We did so much record, so much music. Well, I say this. I had just got off tour with Yo.G.O.A.T. I had went on Yo.G.O.A.T's first Rose to Riches tour. I opened the tour up. You know what I'm saying? Me and some of the homies
Mm-hmm.
at that time. And when I got back, uh, I got a call about Fox wanting one of my songs for him and Jennifer Hudson. A song I
Right.
had did for myself that I was about to get ready to put out. And I made a choice right then. At the time, the group I was fucking with, you know, the feds started hitting
Yeah.
the group, and niggas was acting all weird and shit. Just I went out there first just to visit because he wanted that song, but I hadn't made it. It wasn't definite that I was gonna sell it to him or not in my
Right.
mind because my loyalty runs deeper than money.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm gonna go out here and see what's up. I went out there. This nigga stays on his own mountain, so I ain't have no
Boy,
reception.
staying on Mount Fox out there. God
Yeah,
damn.
look. So I didn't have no reception. So them niggas not being able to get in touch with me when I got back, everybody had fucked up attitudes and shit towards me. They thought because honestly, look, man, let me say this. You resonate with what you only resonate and pick up the energy that you spill.
Right.
So they thought, well, since Jamie won him, I guess now he ain't talking to us. You will only think that if that's the kind of shit that you would do.
Exactly.
So that's the energy I got towards niggas when I got back to Texas. When you ain't been answering the phone, and nigga, I really didn't have no service. Like up there on his mountain, if you ain't got top quality, Metro shit ain't working up there. Maybe now,
Nah.
but
Hell
that was
no.
back then. None of that's working up there. If you don't have like AT&T or fucking Verizon, you don't have a phone up there. So
Oh, so you ain't gonna you can't fuck around with that cricket out there in Mount
that
Fox
ain't
in
gonna
this
work. That
motherfucker,
ain't gonna work. So
huh?
that's how they treated me, bro. And you know what? It helped me out because um Mr. Lucci brother,
Yeah.
Janafa, was like, man, bro, niggas could have gave you a contract a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You've been waiting on this contract, working without the contract this whole time. You done proved your loyalty. But at this point, you got to do what's best for you.
Right.
I was finna make a dumbass decision and stay loyal to niggas that probably that weren't really loyal to me. A little bit of
Exactly.
loyalty to me went a long way because I was used to none. So I thought niggas had my back, and it wasn't really like that. So I made a boss move to do some shit for my fucking self for the first time in my life,
How
and
do
it
you feel
changed my
about
entire life.
exactly? So how do you feel about the state of music here in Dallas right now?
Shit, you know what? The state of music in Dallas right now is really the state everywhere. It's a pause. It's at a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody looking to see what's gonna be the next what. And certain songs is just hanging in the balance that they get a little limelight. It's like if you drop a song right now and it got a shock factor to it. Right now, anybody can blow. Anybody.
Right.
Because nobody knows what's the next what. Right now, everybody dancing. But that's
So
gonna always be
is there
around.
a cloud? Is there a cloud over Dallas with all of the negativity that's being spread around
Definitely,
and
definitely.
all of the bad energy that's crept up on us? Or is this an opportunity?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Both. It depends on what side you on. If you get into that beef shit, that cloud gonna be over you. It's gonna hang
Exactly.
over you because it's not your business. The problem with Dallas, people hype shit up and then be like, poor them. Well, you hype this shit up. How the fuck can you hype something up and be like, oh boy, they gonna get you. They need to woo woo woo. And then if something happen, you like pour him or pour this nigga or pick a side in beef that has nothing to do with you. A lot of people
that has nothing to do with you.
People here really show they panties, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Because shit that has nothing to, like, if you really from the streets, like I'm from the streets. I'm a singer, but I'm really from the streets. So in my mind, we don't speak on you. You ain't never seen me post about that shit.
Right, absolutely not.
Yeah, because it's not my motherfucking business. The problem with most people is, since it's on the internet, people feel like, well, shit, it's on the internet. But at the same point in time, I don't care. I don't care if it's on the internet. I don't care if it was in a magazine or if it was one of the prizes that came in a bowl of cereal. I'm not fucking with it because it's not my business. If I got a toy out of a box of cereal and it's not something I want my child to see, I'm a disregard. I don't give a fuck if it's free. I don't give a fuck if it's entertaining. It's not for us.
Man, these bloggers are really clearing a check off of Mo3, Rainwater, Yellow Beezy, and anybody else that's associated with any of that stuff, just by their opinions, by their federale type approach.
Most of these bloggers trying to copy Sean Cotton now.
Exactly.
And what's the dude from Chicago? That everybody be getting. They be academics.
DJ Academics. Okay.
Yeah, everybody copying these niggas, man.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Vlad. So say Cheese, Academics, Vlad. All the rest of these bloggers are trying to copy them. Some people, and to be famous a motherfucker. A lot of people forget that when you ain't nobody in real life, you'll start. And then you finally become famous and people fucking with you and shit. That's the same fruit that Eve ate out of. Ate from. And look what happened with that shit.
Right.
I look at it like that. That's what everybody doing. So if I can speak on this situation and everybody dick riding now, shit, them niggas turn into different niggas. That's like a shark smelling blood, bro. All the integrity, all that shit flies out the window.
That shit is out the window.
They don't care about this man family. They don't care that this real street shit. They don't care. They don't even know if them niggas had nothing to do with it. But the way these niggas is talking, these blogs is talking, and the people getting in the business, you will put niggas in a situation that they probably didn't have nothing to do with. You never know. It's not nobody.
Exactly. That's why it's really important, man, to really be neutral when it relates to your approach. It's
even with 3. When he rapped about doing certain shit, you know, people took that. You never, bro. Nobody knows how real. Like, you gotta understand. People are misconstruing entertainment, right? And social media with motherfucking reality. Life and death should never be. Life and death should never be played with because those things are absolute. You can't control them. You can't click a button, take a person's life, click a button and give it back. Nor can you can you reverse that kind of shit. So I think people are so used to just act in a certain way. Social media is the new age phone gangster shit. Like I had like in the past before social media, man, you know how a person turn up on that phone, bitch ass nigga, they'll get at you.
Yeah, exactly. And then be able to slam it down afterwards, right?
Yeah, slam it down, but in real life, oh bro, you know, man, you know what I'm saying? I was upset. That's how people are now with the age of social media. So everybody is gangster. Everybody can paint the picture of whoever they are, whatever it is.
And they act like they didn't see that shit. Like, bro, you don't remember recording this shit? Like amongst everybody?
Yeah.
And now it's a mistake. Oh man, you know, a little bit. Bro, people are really, they've taken a hold of this clout-based society.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Hold on, look. Not to cut you off, because I don't want to forget this. That's what I was saying. It's one of those things where people that bug. When I say fame, I don't mean now when somebody ain't got fame, they really show you their true colors. But when fame comes to a person that really was speaking their opinion or speaking about something, they don't have they don't really get a chance to adjust to the fame. They just get poisoned really fast. Next thing you know, them demons done jumped in them, and they ain't really themselves. They're not operating out themselves. They operating off what come along with the newfound fame. Now, when reality hit and they go back to themselves, they like, oh shit, I see it way too often. Half the people that done said shit wish they can take it back, but you can't because it's too many eyes on you.
Too many eyes. Too many people done said it. Too many people done seen it.
Yeah, that's
so
why
I mean, you can't take back what's what's recorded.
That's why it's best. You know, that's why one reason I'm getting rid of this Facebook, man, that I one of my Facebook pages, because I done spoke on celebrities. I done spoke on so much different shit. And some of these people I done worked with or working with now. And it's like, you know what, man? I'm in a different space. When you ain't doing shit, man, you don't really understand exactly why a person mindset will be where it's at.
Right.
And if most of these people ain't never been in those streets, bro, they ain't never popped no pistol or none of that. And they don't live by our code. They really pedestrians with big mouths.
Man.
They don't gotta worry about
smoke right there, man.
Yeah, but they don't live by the code that niggas live, that people that come from that lifestyle live by. So it's crazy. But now it's like if you gangster for real, or you respect yourself, you ain't gotta be gangster. Just don't put that shit on the internet.
Absolutely.
And if it make it to it, just don't speak on it.
Man, people die over clout every day.
Clout, motherfucker.
Over clout, man. And like I said, if people had not seen or reacted to it, they might not have took it as serious just hearing that person say that directly.
Yeah, but even three was, I mean, I think everybody everybody have the capability to fall victim to something they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he adjusted to fame well. I think he adjusted poorly to fame because the way he came in was being supported, and then everybody turned on him. So I don't really think that young nigga got to adjust to fame the right way. I don't think none of us have, because the niggas that's coming out of Dallas that's become famous, how do we adjust to fame? And look how you get treated here. You, no matter what you do here, you still fighting a battle just to get the credentials, like, respected. You know what I'm saying? Like any of them, Trap Boy, Yellow, 3, anybody that's done anything here, period, man. You never get, the golden flowers that you deserve, man. You never get the "we proud of you." You don't get that. You don't get it until you do some dumb shit most of the time,
or until you die.
Man, that's the sad part. I don't want it. If it gotta come through that, I don't need it.
Exactly.
I'd rather live. Fuck that. Don't be famous. Like, I don't need the fame. Don't listen to my music. Don't fuck with me. If I gotta do that to get people to be like, that nigga was a GOAT.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even need it from them. I'll go somewhere else. As a matter of fact, anywhere else I do go, I get so much love everywhere else I go. It's almost like being on those lists is really downgrading me. It's not doing me no. It'll do me a disservice for somebody to put me in a list with motherfuckers that ain't never been outside of Dallas.
And you've been charting like on the Billboard, man. Tell us a little bit about that too.
Yeah, Twin Pains, my song with G.O.A.T, a DJ remixed and put it back out. And we hit the charts again. Within the last 2 years, I've been on the charts like 3 times.
Wow.
But again, like I said, and let me clear this up, I don't mean like it wouldn't be an honor to be on the list, but for me to be angry or get mad that I'm not on it will be doing myself a disservice, because it's almost like you angry that you don't fit in with the local crowd.
Man.
I'm not a local nigga. I'm a global nigga, so
exactly.
I ain't worried about this shit.
Exactly, man.
And I advise anybody that's somebody and that really see yourself, the things that you praise, it shows where you see yourself. If you angry about not being on that list, that's because you don't see yourself going past what the list accompanies.
Exactly.
I've already passed that shit. So
your eyes got to be bigger, man.
Yeah.
But I think that, man, we share a lot of different, like the same perspectives on a lot of stuff, bro, because like I say, we've been through a lot of this stuff as far as this industry is concerned. Right. Me stepping into management now, my perspective is completely changed about a lot of things. It's just my approach. Me lacking, knowing what I was lacking at the time, like when I was really like on the run doing all these different cities and different things. Right. And I had Rainwater. Rainwater used to book for me. Him and Miss Chandler back in 2009. So I've been around a lot of this stuff, and these things that people were snaky back then, the same as they are right now.
Yeah. So, hey man, a snake don't change. They just shed skin.
They just shed skin. Exactly. But like I say, bro, we always do this here on the Go Smoke Show. Dave,
Yo,
we normally ask, and this is just a trend we're setting. We're gonna ask you who your three goats are.
No matter where they from, or you talking about from here?
Oh man, no, I'm talking about no matter where they from. If you were to pull up artists that inspired you the most, and your three goats, it don't have to be, most people put their Michael Jacksons and the Princes and all those people on their three goats.
But I gotta do 5, bro. I'm gonna do 3.
You know what?
And
especially for classic music, right here on Goat Smoke, we'll give you 5 goats.
Bet.
Let's go.
No particular order.
No particular
order.
I'm
gonna give you the GOAT and the reason why.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, for sure.
Yeah.
He reminded me to make sure I entertain.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Make sure that I entertain with myself. Like basically, make sure that I remain myself, but make sure that people can be entertained in my, in me being myself, and in hearing my music or even an interview. Make sure that me being myself is something that constantly good for the people.
Absolutely. Dapper Dave, you got Michael Jackson on your top 5?
Yes, sir.
I knew you would.
Yeah. My other one is Sam Cooke.
Ooh.
Sam Cooke reminded me to make sure that I use my voice as something more powerful than just to do what everybody else is doing. Sam Cooke didn't have to do too many runs and riffs. He just had a pure voice, and that pure voice could be. I mean, it take the blinders off. You don't see color, race when you hear him sing. You saw life.
It touched the heart of the world, man. Sam Cooke is one of the most amazing singers of all time.
Without trying, bro, just literally being himself, but like as Michael taught me, but actually just remaining, just keeping his voice pure, not spilling out poison from it, or trying to copy what other people was doing.
Absolutely, we are innovators, man.
Yeah.
Who you got at number 3?
My third GOAT would be Anita Baker.
Ooh, why Anita?
Passion, man.
Yeah.
Passion. When you hear Anita sing, you know she been through some shit.
Oh man, that body and soul.
She been through some shit. When I heard her sing, man, you can tell like it's some deep shit she been through. Rather that's not what she's singing about. You can listen to her voice and tell, oh yeah, even if she hasn't been, she feel deep, which is pretty much the same thing.
She has the most, I think, one of the most special tones of voice. When she sings, it's just like there ain't nobody singing like Anita Baker.
Nah, bro.
For sure.
My fourth, Ella Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Why Ella? Bro, like to be that fearless on the mic. When you get to a microphone, that's a stage, whether people around or not. To get on that mic and own that motherfucker like she did, get on the mic and own that motherfucker, like completely own it and shut everybody up. When you listen, when you heard her live, they didn't talk. Nobody was talking or singing or being loud. Everybody, the whole world was silenced just to hear her. It's almost like her voice was a fucking alarm. Like, bro, I listen to Ella Fitzgerald's Summertime when I think she was in London or something. Bro, listen to me. That shit will make you fucking cry. It's almost like a piano, but it's a voice. Like that's what I was gonna say. She reminded me like the voice is the last instrument, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the instrument, and that's also the instrument that all instruments come from, the vocal.
Right.
They come from that. Every instrument was created from the same keys and octaves as the vocal, which was the first instrument ever.
Right.
So
man, that's amazing, man. So to round out your top 5,
I got one more. That was 4.
Who you got?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. I know that was a haymaker. I'll say this. I'm gonna put Cube and Earth, Wind, and Fire in the same category as my 5. I have to split them because I get the same thing from them. Earth, Wind, and Fire reminded me to jam my ass off, make sure my shit jam. And then Ice Cube reminded me to make sure that I tell my story so vivid that you see it. Because that's what he did. When you listen to Cube music, you can see from beginning of the song to the end, you can see the whole shit happening.
I could see that in your music, man, because I mean, it's like you're having a conversation. When you listen to your music, you know that it's almost like scenarios that you probably done literally been through.
Yeah.
So it
is. I really write exactly how I speak. As you notice, I don't use a lot of. If I use metaphors, it's just because that's like we talking now. And I done threw a couple of metaphors out there. It's just the way I see it. But as far as trying to be clever, where I'm like using words like dog, but I'm flipping into where it's a double entendre, and I don't do that shit, man.
Nah, absolutely
I'm
not.
I'm not really concerned about that part of it. That's art. That's a different art, but that's not music. For me is expression. So it's like you can do both. It's good to get to a point to do both. But as a singer, man, as somebody that's ushering in spirits and ushering in energy, you want to make sure that you worship more with that voice and not be focused on, being clever.
Yeah.
Because people so focused on being clever that the other shit is lacking way down.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, but do you feel like, and this is just gonna be the last question of the night because I know we're gonna wrap it up here in just about a few more minutes. But do you feel like you have to fall in love with the business of the music as well as the actual music?
Hell no.
Are they a bargain together?
They Siamese twins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hold on, did I say the right Siamese twins? Yeah, the ones you can't pull apart.
Yeah, you can't pull them apart.
Yeah. All right. They Siamese twins, but I don't think that's something that let me say this. Any artist that has to do both, your growth is getting stunted on both sides.
Right.
Because you can't serve two masters. You can't it's best to be the master of one or two things than to be the jack of five.
Right.
I want to be the king, you know what I'm saying, of the things that I do. And let somebody else do the other shit. In my mind, it's like, if not, like I said, you can't serve two masters.
If not, I think that we won't reach that level of genius that we're striving for.
Yeah, because you're gonna always hate one and love the other one at different time. When you handling the business and you know the business and the politics is fucked up, it's gonna stunt your growth on the music because you're gonna feel demotivated because you're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna do this shit and without once you find out you can't really blow without no money and people ain't really fucking with you like that. When you get in the studio, if it was about being fun, being known or making some money, you demoted. You feel demotivated because now you know for a fact that without no money, I don't care how dope you is, nothing fucking finna happen.
It's not gonna come to fruition, man. I'm sorry, but a lot of people have blind faith when it relates to that. They think that they could just do this and not have any money to support the dream that they're looking to, support them.
See, they do. That's a gift and a curse because when you get older, you start to learn ignorance is honestly truly bliss, and sometimes bliss is what you need, man. Sometimes knowing some shit fucks up the rest of the shit. So when you know something, you can't take it back, you can't unsee it, you can't unknow it. So it when other people can smile and be happy and find joy and peace in it, you don't find that because you know what comes along with it. You already know.
My boy Dapper Dave used to say, most people want the tiptoe truth. Yeah. They don't want that direct up front,
because it don't come with peaches.
Yeah.
It don't come with peaches. So, that shit come with kiwi hairs. That shit itchy, man. That shit make you look at that shit like, should I fuck with this or not? You know what I'm saying? The other shit come with peaches. It look glamorous. It look like, oh man, that shit look good. But
absolutely.
Looks, we grew up knowing people saying looks can be deceiving. Looks are always deceiving because looks has nothing to do with the internal.
Yeah, looks have no substance.
Right. So they, instead of saying looks can be deceiving, no, looks are always deceiving.
Yeah.
They always deceiving. Looks will never get you what you think you seeing because what you think you seeing, you got to see with your feelings. You can't see with the eyes that's always easily deceived. If your eyes you know, if something walk past your eyes, it could be a shadow. I mean, you can actually put yourself in pitch in something in the black room, and your eyes will think you seeing all kind of shit. Anything that your mind can fathom in that black room, you will feel it, you will see it, and if you notice, and your anxiety will start increasing. You stay in the black room long enough, especially if fear set in. Next thing you know, you see all kind of shit, you feel all kind of shit, and you probably can create that shit from happen, create it to
Absolutely.
happen. But if you don't if you can see which with the internal man with like more of what they would call feeling or discerning, then the other eyes they come subject to that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so basically, what I'm trying to say, perception, man.
Perception, man.
Perception is a motherfucker.
So with us, I mean, we're gonna get ready to close the show down here in just a second, but we always want to recognize our sponsors. So Hip Hop Alliance Magazine, and we appreciate the platform. Y'all continue to like, subscribe, share. Like Goat Smoke, we here to stay. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Dapper Dave, you got any last, hurrahs?
I've been waiting on you to say something, man. Your mic muted, G.
Your mic.
I'm listening to my guy No Shame, man. I didn't want to interrupt that flow. It sounded like a conversation, man. Other than the other topics that we have, man, we would love for you to stay when we finish out the show, man.
Oh yes, sir.
For sure.
Cool.
Okay. So what's our next topic?
Man, speaking of what you guys were just talking about with the Dallas bloggers, man. There's a debate right now going on. Who's the hottest, Ratchet TV or is it Key talking? I got a clip, man. Ratchet is talking pretty tough, man. I'm gonna let y'all.
I can show you my numbers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing numbers like me in the city, bro.
You hotter than Key Talk?
Facts.
You not hotter than Key Talk.
You talking numbers right now this month? The past 3 months, I'm killing Key Talk Media. Like, no, it's not even close.
You killing Key Talk?
As far as numbers are concerned, we're just talking numbers only. Numbers this for the past 28 days, I did 1.3, 1.2.
Damn.
I don't know, man. What y'all think, man? Who's the hottest in the city right now?
As a blogger,
Blogging.
ain't nobody fucking with say cheese still.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, Ratchet is
no, ain't nobody. Say cheese can post right now, and this shit gonna go crazy.
I mean, once this Mo 3 shit chimed down, a lot of these bloggers gonna go away.
Yeah, let's see then.
I'm gonna say this, man. I don't have no relationship, so I don't give a damn. Fuck Say Cheese. Fuck him. Let me take my girl out. Fuck Say Cheese, man.
God
and this
damn.
is why I'm gonna say fuck Say Cheese.
Why you say that?
Because Say Cheese was one of those personalities who I feel like edged on the Mo 3, Trap Boy, Yellow Boy, all of those beefs. He was an instigator in that, and he could have stepped in.
It's not a blogger in Dallas that didn't instigate that shit.
Well, he's the biggest one.
Yeah, but it's no sin greater than the other. If I shoot a teenager, if I shoot a grown up and you shoot a grown up that done, but the grown up I shot done less dirt than the grown up you shot, we still murder somebody.
I get that.
Exactly.
So I mean,
I feel what you're saying.
Right.
It's other bloggers, man, that honestly some of these people are only made a name for themselves by doing that shit. They worse than him. He covered all kind of stories. He didn't just cover that shit. What about the ones that only made a name? They only known now for covering that bullshit.
Okay, speaking of, I'm still gonna say fuck Say Cheese. And if Say Cheese want to run a fade, I'll be in the gym. Come on with it, baby. I'm messing around. Listen, we're talking about Ratchet versus Key Talk. Who's the hottest?
I don't know them.
I mean, like I said, I mean, when it relates to, I mean, Ratchet is, I don't know, man. To be honest with you, bro, I just can't have a perspective on it because
what's the
of
hottest
the way that they do their blogging.
I'm gonna say, what's the hottest? If you ain't really in tune to the streets and in tune to what's really popping, You ain't shit. Your shit ain't authentic. Your shit got to be authentic for you to be the hottest. Or when you mean hottest, you mean more popular. Or what do you? It all depends on your perspective.
Right. So my perspective.
Ratchet is more popular because I've heard the other one. I ain't even heard the name of that shit.
You never heard of Key Talk Media?
I mean, I've heard it, but I haven't really, like, how can I put this? If I have a conversation with somewhere else in another city, I've heard Ratchet come up. I've heard Say Cheese come up. Key Talk I haven't heard come up. Only in Dallas. That's all. I've only heard Dallas people talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say Ratchet just because that's the name that I hear the most. Key Talk ain't a name that I recognize it, but I don't, it's not like something that, okay, Key Talk. It wouldn't have rung a bell. You'd probably have to say it twice.
I'm gonna say it like this. I ain't fucking with any bloggers or any company that ain't fucking with me. Fuck them.
Right.
And that's
I'm gonna jump in there, man. I'm gonna dive in and give my opinion on Ratchet versus Key Talk. They actually did a breakdown based on viewer hours, views, and all of those metrics that you do when you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
And what they found was Key Talk was only averaging about 2,000 views less than Ratchet. Ratchet averages somewhere between 14 and 20,000 views per episode. But here's my thing. Around about the same time. I mean, but here's my thing on who I pick. I'm going to go ahead and say Key Talk is the best because Key Talk has a more broad type of content.
Media.
Right.
Okay, content.
Right.
Okay.
And Ratchet only covers mostly and dead people and stuff like that. But I like them both, man. But staying
like you said, a mouthful. The ones, listen, man. If you're a journalist or a blogger and you only blog about drama, you only as hot as the drama.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If your journalism and what you do is abroad, then you'll be around.
But just to play devil's advocate, though, Classik.
Say that again.
Just to play devil's advocate, it's a lot of mess out there.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be something juicy for these bloggers to latch on to, because there's always something going on. So they'll continue to get what they can get, but
I fuck with real life.
Right.
Real life. I fuck with them.
I fuck with real life. Yeah.
Yeah. That's family. I fuck with them. Ain't no blogger better than them to me. I'ma always be biased.
Yeah, shout out to Charlie Moe, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Joker and all them cats over there, man.
That's who I fuck with because, you know what I'm saying? They, for one, man, listen, they gave me props on helping them get their establishment the way it is. Me and Strudge, I should shoot videos up there before they was really doing interviews. I was one of the people they was telling me what they was finna. I was like, man, that shit finna pop, bro. And the last interview I did there, they gave me a lot of credit that I didn't even notice. I didn't even think about it. It was like, man, shit, we reconstructed our shit based off y'all shit. It ain't many people. It ain't many people, period, in the world that's gonna actually give you credit for shit like that. You can donate a nigga. You can give a nigga a kidney, man, and a nigga gonna still treat you like you didn't do shit for him.
Exactly, every time.
Yeah, I fuck with real life. So if you ask me who better and got longevity, I'ma fuck with them.
Absolutely,
man.
Cause who doing what they doing? They shooting videos. They fucking with the people. They putting on shows. They doing so much shit. They gonna be around, bro. I believe when the rest of them fade out, they gonna be around.
Right. That's what we doing right here at Go Smoke, man. We want to make sure that we shine the light on everybody that we feel is not just slept on, but is good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout out to everybody, man. All these artists in the industry, man. If you passionate about this, know that this shit is work.
6ix9ine in Dallas.
This shit is work.
6ix9ine is in Dallas today. Moving on to the next topic. My man No Shame put me onto this, man.
That's
man.
crazy.
How you feel, Classik? I mean, 6ix9ine is in Dallas today. Do you have any feelings for it?
Shit, he deserved JFK. More than JFK deserved JFK. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we talking that way, I may.
But it's a lot of 6ix9ines here, man.
You see what I'm saying? But
there's a lot of 6ix9ines here in Dallas, man.
Look, bro. Look. Ain't no such thing. You got snitches here and rats. But 6ix9ine is a different, that nigga is a master splinter. That's a different dude. He did that shit in the public, for the public. He didn't give a fuck.
That nigga's a master tattletale.
Yeah, that's a different ball game. That nigga raising turtles, Jack. He it's something totally different because you got snitches here, but here, and the ones that the people that we used to suspect or for a fact, whatever, they hide behind that shit. They don't want nobody to know that. He don't give a fuck.
How did he get away with it?
Because we in a different time where street shit is dead. Don't nobody give a fuck about the streets. What the fuck is the streets? You got grown men dressing and doing their hair like Future and Young Thug and them. I didn't grow up in a time where we dressed and like they dressed it like us, bro. If you in the streets, the way Biggie and them dressed at first, we all dressed it like that because that's how we dress. We didn't go buy their clothes and get our hair and shit, get our shit done like them. They represented what we were already doing out here.
Exactly.
A lot of that shit was what we was doing out here. They went and took it and made it public. Michael Jackson, all that. The shit.
I gotta say where it changed, Classik. I gotta jump in there, man, and I want to get your opinion.
Let me just say this last part. Even a nigga like Michael Jackson, you look at them interviews and his change throughout the years. He kept his ear to what we were doing as a culture, and he brought it to his platform. Aaliyah, you got a lot of people that's innovative, but they done what we were doing out here as a culture of people. Now you got the people doing what the fuck, doing anything they see. The culture has been destroyed almost, man. So if a celebrity do something, even if it's dumb, niggas copy them, not the celebrity. The culture is so cool and it's a culture shock, and the people, they fuck with the people. So the celebrity do what the people do and bring that to the forefront and to the masses. It's the opposite now. If the celebrity cut, get the clippers and cut a bald spot in their head, niggas gonna do that shit, man. They gonna do it.
But hasn't it always been that way, man?
Nah. They did what we was doing.
So
everybody, even the Temptations, if you look at that, they got perms. They didn't have perms. They got perms because that's what the culture was doing as far as the people. The celebrities was the spokesperson for us. Tupac was.
I just want to jump in there and just articulate for a second, brother. There's an age-old saying that art imitates life. And that's exactly what you're talking about.
But it
has always been that way. From the beginning, art imitates life and life imitates art. And I'm going to tell you where it changed for the young guys.
But what's art? That's the key to that.
Art is what your heart says it is. Because I went to a museum and a person had painted toenails and it was on a picture and people were marveling at it. So art is what your heart tells you it is. I'm going to get to.
So if you paint, if No Shame paint his hand on hold on, watch this. If No Shame paint his hand on a canvas right now, and he makes each finger a color, and you like, ooh, that's dope, and you do the same thing. Was that his art or was that your art?
Art is art.
Nah, it don't work like
that. 100% is. Art is art, and I think that you're changing.
If I take a picture of Mozart shit or the Mona Lisa right now, and I'll be like, and I just add a little shit to it, I can say that that's my painting, that's my art.
No, I think you probably misunderstanding what I'm saying and simultaneously changing the narrative. When you're talking about art, if I was to take a picture of the Mona Lisa, put a sticker on it, put it on a wall, paint the canvas gray, somebody out there that has a counterculture to that's going to look at it and say, oh, that's beautiful what he did to it. And therefore classify it as art.
Change it. They don't change nothing. They act and do exactly what somebody else is doing. That is not art. That is thievery.
It is art, brother. I think we're gonna have to agree.
You know what? This is what I would say. That's
art.
Direct.
For the person
That's
who
direct.
created
It's
right. Can I say this real quick? No shame. Real quick, no shame. There's another age-old saying: beauty, you can is in the eye of the beholder. That's why I said in the beginning, art is what your heart says it is. Right. And life is always going to imitate art. And we are on Goat Smoke, and this is the best debate show in Dallas. And you are goat in your lane, but this is mine. So we're going to have to go back and forth today, bro.
So let me just elaborate just a tad on what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I agree with you. Art is definitely art. What you see as art. I take pictures of the earth, bro. It's art. The earth was there before I took the picture. So is it not art? Or am I capturing a certain form of art? Yeah, all right, cool. I'm capturing what I see. So through my eyes, that's art to me. But the earth was already there. So yeah, all right. Yeah, life is art, art is life. But if I take that picture and somebody loves that picture and they also call themselves an artist, but all they art is somebody else's work, that is not art. The items.
Then what is hip hop? What is hip hop?
That's
well, how did let me articulate.
You just said
articulate this. Hip hop. What is hip hop? Hip hop. I just want to articulate, brother. Hip hop started from disco breaks. Somebody taking somebody else's item and material and changing it.
It's
what it is.
That's the key. That's what we missing each other. You said changing it or altering it or making it or
bringing it into it.
That's not what that's what I'm talking about. That's not what's happening. Now, if you got dread, like Ice, you got Wayne, you got different rappers with dreads. You got the ones who go get dreads. Like the art form is the dreads. The canvas is your hair. The dreads is their art. But when you go do your shit just like somebody else's, that's not art. That's imitation.
Yeah,
it don't have the same word. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you on that.
That's basically what I'm touching on. Art is definitely art.
So well, Classik, you smart too, brother. I can see that. Clearly, you a smart brother. And we're going to debate for the rest of the night, man, because that's what this show is supposed to be about. It's Goat Smoke. We debate. Smoke with the goats. Now, can we debate another topic? And this is going to be a good one. No shame, you had a point to make. Go ahead and jump in there on that, man, so we can get this debate going.
Oh, no. I'm good, bro. Like, I share the same perspective. I mean, shit, art is art, but also, stealing is stealing. So, I mean, shit,
yeah, you can't step somebody else's art and say, I'm an artist.
Okay. Well, tell me what y'all think about this, and this is probably going to be a heated debate. And I'm hoping that both of y'all don't give a fuck enough to say what's on your mind and what's in your heart. Let's go. D-Wade, ladies and gentlemen, says he is not, I repeat, he is not the head of his household on his taxes. Gabrielle Union files head of the household, and this is when he said,
"It's not my job to change who she is. It's my job to be a part of the evolution."
That was good. That was deep, babe.
In relationships, we come in and we try to change people. We try to change them to the way that we want them to be. But I decided to start taking a different approach, in this relationship. I think early on I came in like, hey, you get 2 drink max, bop, 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 bop. And she didn't respond well to that.
No, it did not.
Yeah.
It was reasons for that too. Let me say that.
I have a good time. Life of the party right here.
It's not the man leads and the woman follows. That's not what we live in this house, at all. So for me, I have a wife that works just not just as hard, harder than I. And she had her own career. She had her own life before I came along. So from my perspective, it was like, okay, how can I be a part of the growth and the evolution of who she is, and not trying to change her or stunt her growth or make her in the way that I see fit.
How thrilling is it that you've got Shady Baby out now?
It's exciting.
It was a long process. And when you got 2 people with strong personalities like we have trying to collab.
The Wades, how are you guys? Good. How are you?
All right, man.
Bro.
So I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead, Classik.
Half of what he said is bullshit, and the other half is right. The part that's right, let me speak on that first. You can't change a motherfucking person unless it's in their best interest of you changing them. Somebody that's already successful before you, the only change that needs to happen is you change and she change for the better of you as one. But as far as changing a person, if they like to drink Hennessy, but you should drink white wine. No, man, he right. You can't do that shit. I can see if them drinking Hennessy was a hindrance to their lifestyle, and so their success is being hindered because of their lifestyle. Then yeah, you can upgrade them and help them change and become that better person. But if they become successful from their ways and habits, just like you, then you can't do that because now you have two successful people. Your ways and your thought process got you successful, or your skill, and hers got her successful. So y'all gotta find a common ground, or you're gonna destroy each other. Now,
but
on the bullshit part,
what about him saying that he's not the head of his household?
That's what I said. Now, on the bullshit part, then he don't got no. I mean, shit. To me, she's fucking him. That's pretty much what he's saying. Like, well, I'm not the man. Don't lead it. Ooh. I believe it's a perspective of, how can I put this? It's a perspective of, I feel like he said it the wrong way. I feel like what he was trying to say, the old traditional ways of, well, the man lead, the woman follow. Like basically, you hop and let me drive the car, and wherever I go, even if I drive off a cliff, you going with me. Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say. It don't work for their household. It's more on the lines of us doing what works for us. Usually, tradition tell you the man need to work and the woman stay home. The man work, the woman stay home and clean the house while the man go get the money. But if you got a woman that makes more money than you and somebody need to be there with the kids, and you can do that, hey man, I fuck this job. I'm gonna sit here and do pick a career and stay home with the kids. And people like, well, that nigga living off his man. That's what works for them. Live your heaven. I feel like that's what he was trying to say, but he said it in a way trying to narrate the tradition, because tradition says the man leads. I don't feel like it's a 50-50 thing no more. I don't think that.
Let me jump in here real quick.
Jump in there, no saying. Please jump in there.
So, I mean, I don't know what kind of modern family type shit that Dwayne Wade is on, but I mean,
you got to think.
I don't know if he's just trying to like convince himself that, I don't know, man. I mean, why do this?
That nigga wears rumpers, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like he probably may be under some sort of control to have to push these different narratives out there, and that's just maybe me. I don't know, but
when most women,
it looks weird as fuck.
When you dig down a woman, don't her perspective usually change?
Oh, come on, classic music.
Nah, think about what I'm saying. Like,
come on, classic.
When sex happened and love happened and all that shit, everybody's perspective changed depending on what she doing to that man in the bedroom, or depending on the love he had for her. Shit, man, that nigga, he letting that shit control it. That's what I'm trying to say. I ain't saying like nigga getting a dildo in there. That ain't my business.
I gotta jump in here, man. And I'm gonna say this right now. What I'm about to say is about to piss some people off. Maybe even some people on the panel. I don't know, but I'm just talking I'm talking my GOAT shit. When we talk about a man saying that he is not the house of his, and he's not the head of his household, he might as well just come out and tell you, I ain't got no balls.
Exactly.
I lost my dick in a forest fire. I don't know what.
Exactly.
But he needs to go ahead and say something, because, and I'm a spiritual man. I believe in the Most High.
What sounded real simperish.
Hold on, are you a spiritual man or a religious man?
I don't believe in religion. Spirituality.
So you don't believe in the tradition. What you saying is only what we've been taught by.
I said I'm a spiritual man. It's your spiritual religion is
church way.
Right, I didn't say church. I said spiritual.
No, I'm saying what he's debating against is what. That's why I said I think he fucked up in his wordplay. But I heard what you saying. But I think he said it fucked up. But what he was trying to say is we don't live the traditional life.
I see. I gotta raise my hand. I gotta raise my hand though.
But what's the head?
I see. I gotta raise my hand on this one. Now, where I'm going with this is I'm a spiritual man, so my spiritual beliefs. Let me just make an example. You marry a woman. Is she gonna take your last name, or are you gonna take hers?
I'm saying, I
Classic.
Look.
Classic.
Now that's why I'm trying to give you my perspective. You asked me the question.
Classic.
You asked me the question.
Now see, Classic is trying to wiggle out of this.
In my life, that ain't. Listen, man. When I get married, I'm not getting into a contract with the government. That's what I'm saying. I don't follow the tradition. So I'm thinking that's what he's trying to say. No, so if we get married, most of our shit gonna stay the same because I'm not getting into a legal binding bullshit contract with the U.S. government. That's not marriage.
No, I get you. Now, metaphorically speaking, because I can see you're a very awakened brother, and I appreciate having intellectuals on the panel that are. But the woman takes your last name because you take the lead. Metaphorically speaking,
tradition.
That means you have to be a man in every sense of the word.
Tradition.
Now, you can look at D-Wade's life, and look at his son daughter,
Zaza.
and tell
that boy said son daughter.
His son daughter.
Yeah.
Something is going on, and it kind of feels like D-Wade has reached that point of Get Out. Like we're watching this dude whose lifestyle he's in a sunken place because he's allowing this woman to lead him. That's not what a woman was designed to do. Not to say that women can't lead. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, really looks like he under some sort of.
I mean, they
honestly.
Honestly, I mean, you got to think though. When you think back, if you want to be totally honest, the woman was the hunters. The man was the king. We said there, they hunted. They hunted before. They hunted when we hunted. It was never. See, tradition taught us, bro, that these things shall be so the way they are. But if you want to be honest, the same traditional people that told you about tradition is the same people that's killing us right now and allowing us to get killed by the police. They're the same ones that's teaching us that we supposed to eat food when it's going bad. They're the same ones that's poisoning us. They're the same ones that let diseases and they come through meat and food. These are the same people that gave us these same traditions. I don't think nothing wrong with breaking the traditions. I just think, of course, as a male perspective, us being in this shit for so long, our mindset is already programmed that the man is the leader. No, man.
Nah, bro.
Everybody leads this family to the right direction. That's
everybody leads, but the man is the president of the household. The wife is the vice president. And when you made a good point,
you said vice. You said that's what I'm saying. What is? That's what I'm saying. Now, what you saying is
so do you see your woman lesser than or an equal to?
That's what. Okay.
I'm so glad.
That's now, what I'm trying to say.
Depending on what you believe in and what I believe in, the doctrine that I believe in my spirituality says that a man was created first and woman was grafted from his side. So she's supposed to be side by side with you.
You said the doctrine of your spirituality. That's those two different things.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Doctrine and spirituality is not. They're not the same thing.
So what I think that what you are saying is, and I get where you're going. Religion and doctrine. That's what you're talking about. Spirituality. We can go to the book that I believe in, and it explains exactly what spirituality is. Spirituality is in the book. Religion is not.
Like spirituality don't have nothing to do with God. Like a lot of people don't really understand. Spirituality is, put it like this: your spirit being tapped into your spirit. Your spiritual being is what spirituality is. When you get into all the rest of the shit, and when you say doctrine is what you've been taught. That's the key to doctrine. So when you think about your doctrine, this is what I've been taught. I was taught that when you say the word spiritual, I'm thinking Kojic Church. I'm taking Jesus Christ, God.
Oh no, I'm not a member of none of those. No.
Because earlier you said Most High. So if you think Most High God, the Most High God is the spiritual God that you tap into when you tap into the spiritual you. Spiritual and doctrine can't be the same.
So this is why they don't debate for lack of a better word, religion, I can definitely tell that we're as far away from each other on the opposite side of the spectrum that it would not make sense to continue.
No, look, man, it always, I want to put perspective because, you know, I feel how I feel, and I feel like I know what I know. But if somebody that's listening that may need to hear what I just said or versus what you said, what I was basically trying to say is, bro, whoever taught you and me and Shane was somebody that had some knowledge and had it wrong too. So some of the shit we was taught was the wrong things. And you know, as it get deeper into that, remember, we were taught by people that was beat to read. They was beat to love.
Go deep.
They was beat to love themselves, beat to love each other. They was beat to live, period. Beat to read, beat to know anything. So most of our sins, even everything happened for a reason. That's slave shit. Most of the shit that was put into us came from slaves that was just trying to cope with their mindset and just be actual a human.
So, exactly. Let me ask both of y'all this, and I won't dive into it. I'm just gonna ask y'all this: is the Most High black?
I don't think. See, what's all right? So look, you know me. You should know me.
That boy jump out the porch with that one.
I'm gonna dig into your question. What the fuck is black? I'm gonna say no because you're not black. He's not black. No,
I agree with that. When I say black, I'm talking for the people who identify with our culture as being black. But I know
those are Hebrews. They lost people because to call yourself nothing, to call yourself the abyss, to call yourself with darkness, to call yourself evilness, everything in this culture, that the same culture that we have gotten our doctrine from, they told us that black is who we are. They also told us in the same dictionary that black is nothing good. Exactly. And white is everything amazing. So to identify with black is to be lost. So whoever identifies with black, their opinion gonna always be fucked up. I hate to say it that way.
When you sign your job application, what do you put there? When they ask for your ethnicity, you put other.
I put other.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I write notes on there and I have a conversation. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't had a job since like 2008, 7 or some shit. But
the nigga look Puerto Rican to me.
Yeah, but, I mean, according to culture, yeah, I'm mixed up. But truth be told, bro, I know I've been Hebrew Israelite, I've been a Christian, I've been all this shit. So I've ran through the different doctrines to understand that.
Did you say you was a Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Well, brother, we not as far as. In fact, we on the same page, brother.
That's what I'm trying to. Me and you said we far, but for me to answer your questions, it should let you know that we ain't that far.
We ain't not. We on the same page, same chapter.
The questions you asking and the way you seeing them is once how I just came from seeing them the same way, and I had to understand. If you notice, look at the characteristics and the spirits that come into us as when we was Hebrew Israelites. It made me treat people a certain type of way that even in any of the books, you know, you seen the what we call the Messiah get angry and do all kind of shit, but you also seen his embrace to people out of love, right?
Right.
So to be a part of any organization to begin with, you have a problem there because anything organized is not spiritually led because the spiritual cannot be organized, nor can it be dictated.
I pose a question though. Let me pose a question real quick. So in this day and age, at this time in history, in the present, does it really seem as though evil is winning, or does it look as though the good is winning?
If it like the fake, just keep on winning.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, that's the truth. Evil, and I just said this to my son the other day. I said, it's crazy because, truth be told, when I was doing the most evil, I lived a better lifestyle according to what I value in life.
Right.
Now, when I start valuing family and peace, then me not doing that shit, so basically I'm answering your question. It's all about where you place your values. If winning in life is Bentleys, then yeah, the fake is winning. If winning in life is longevity, then they ain't winning because they barely seeing 30.
Is life really fair?
Life is never fair because it's life. You thrown in the lion's den and told to eat the same food as them, and your name ain't Daniel.
Yeah.
Life is never fair. I don't think life is meant to be fair because fair is basically a gift wrap. What is fair? Somebody else's life.
What's it, a gift wrap?
Here. It's somebody out here has no own. Just keep me and you. All three of us have arms. All three of us has legs. We have eyes. We can see. None of us are deaf. None of us are blind. Somebody that's near us right now, that's in a 15-mile radius of each one of us, if not closer, has no arms, has no legs, can't walk. It built different, built funny, is fucked up. So life will never be fair. It's a baby that didn't even make it out the hospital because the doctor didn't do something right, or the nurse didn't do something right, or the mother that was holding that baby didn't give a fuck enough. So how can life ever be fair?
I gotta jump in real quick, man, because for the people who didn't understand your answer, is the one who the world views as the Messiah, is he black or is he white?
Neither.
Okay. Based on their understandings of what black is.
Based on their understandings of what black is, neither.
Okay.
They don't have no understanding of what black is. They don't know what black is. Honestly, hold on. I'm gonna say that better than that. They understanding of what black is, he's neither. Because what they understand, their understanding of what black is fucked up. And if they actually knew what they were calling themselves, they would stop it.
Right.
If they didn't stop it, they insane anyway. So their perspective would never be the same. Jesus is black, he look like us, and white people, every race that ain't black is the devil, and that's bullshit.
Oh man, I thought we were on the same page. We keep falling further and further away. Classic music, man.
Nah, man, you gotta see. I call spades and spades. Even when I was a Hebrew Israelite, I was taught that everything comes from us. So how can everything that's spilled from us be bullshit?
No.
That's not.
Hey, I see that I'm gonna have to call you on our off time, man. So we
saying, look, let me elaborate on the guy, and then I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
I was taught that white people are the descendants of Esau, right?
I'm sure you were.
Okay,
yes, sir.
So what did Esau do? He sold his birthright, and since then, it seemed like they've been trying to steal it back if you let people tell it. They migrated to caves. They started incest. They started cannibalism. They started a lot of things. They started robberies. They started murders. They started a lot of things because murder and execution and murder is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Murder is you killing innocent, or you killing somebody that didn't deserve to die, that wasn't appointed to die. You know, or give up their life in per se. That's what murder is. Execution is something totally different. You know what I'm saying? You can be God. I mean, according to the word, let people tell it. God ordered executions, or Sodom and Gomorrah would still be standing, and the world would have never got flooded. So execution is not murder. It could not be, or God committed murder, which God committed a sin. So what is God? That means it ain't now, because God cannot be without, can't be with sin.
I mean,
so it can't be the same thing.
We agree on that.
So what I'm saying is, if that same book taught us that every race came from our loins and our blood, then everything that came from us cannot be bullshit, or we bullshit.
No,
that's not the truth.
No. We
if everything came from the 12 tribes of Israel, then
we definitely disagree, my brother. I would love to have that chop up with you, man.
What's your perspective on that, though?
Oh, man, I don't really like to dive into the spiritual side of it.
Yeah,
I'm speaking in. You can do the quotes, because I'm speaking on what people are saying versus what I agree with. You know, right. I can't just fully elaborate it because it'll take. When you learning, man, and when you studying, you got so much more to say to build a person's perspective around. You know what I'm saying? Learning what you're saying, or understanding exactly what you're saying, because them little quick hits, they cool, but if this ain't the slot machine, quick hits ain't gonna get it done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to elaborate just to say yay or nay, but to say yay or nay in a situation of where yay or nay is not prominent, it's like it's almost like I'm giving the wrong answer no matter what I say.
Hey man,
you know what I'm saying?
I definitely dig it.
If I was to dumb myself down And just let me be a rapper for a second. Yeah, God is black. Jesus is black.
Yeah. Oh man, there you go, brother. I knew you saw it this way, man.
Let me take half of my whole brain out.
No,
Jesus is black.
Hey, use the one that works, man. That's all that we need, man. Just use that side, and we're gonna say God is black, man. But moving on to the next topic, man. So there is a boyfriend and a girlfriend that found out that they were brother and sister.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Now she said, I met this man 10 months ago. We fell in love instantly. Everybody was always saying you guys look so much alike. And they would say y'all might be related. But as shit, man. I need to go back to school. That was too
I seen it.
But what he was saying, they said they went and took a DNA test and found out that they were brother and sister.
Yeah.
But
that
they
shit made me
kept dating.
sick.
It make you feel why, brother?
Oh yeah, man. That definitely made me feel sick too.
So
and looking at the pictures, did we have a picture of that?
We did.
They look just alike.
Man, put that back up, man. They definitely look like brother and sister, man.
I don't see it.
The hell, what?
I don't see it, man.
Man, nah, brother.
He look like Imhotep and she look like Nefertiti.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
They look real similar.
I'd ask you, if something like that happened to you, how would you feel?
I'm gonna cut my tongue out.
And you didn't know. But you didn't know, though.
But you didn't know.
I'm gonna tear my shirt like the Pharisees as soon as I find out.
Hey, man. I might go back for one more dip.
Nah.
No, cousin.
I already done it. I might go back for one more dip. Like, hey, baby,
we done already done it. Looking at it.
Everybody's saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
This is not Game of Thrones. We ain't doing that. You see what monster they created?
Right.
No, bro. That's some super fucked. That's a super fucked up coincidence. That's crazy. I think somewhere, but it's not their fault. If that happened to me, I'm going to knock my daddy out.
Oh man, there.
Yeah, because nigga, that's your fault that I don't know my brothers and sisters. That's your fault that they don't know each other. That's a deadbeat situation. That's a product of that. Many of us are fucking with our cousins because our families ain't connected or is too far stranded out, or hate and discard is all in the mix. So we don't even know who the fuck our family is anyway.
That's crazy, man.
You gotta
I'm just glad she ain't happened to me like that. If we lived in East Texas, though.
Look, I'm originally, I was born in Alabama, bro. So I know that happens a lot. But if you want to be more technical, let's say it like this. Western civilization taught you that in the Holy Bible, Noah and his family was the last ones on earth. So we all come from incest. If that's the case.
Look.
I know it's fucked up, but you got.
Man, what do you subscribe to, man?
I'm saying, think about what I'm saying. Let that Holy Bible, the way they rewrote it, tell you that God killed every other person except Noah and his kids, which meaning his kids had kids and had sex and had other kids. That means all of us were related at the same. We all related. Every woman I slept with came from Noah. Everybody, we all come from the same. That's how you know that shit be bullshit.
We according to that book, we all related, but there's a different bloodline that exists there as well. And all three of us are fortunate to be a part of that bloodline. But I'm gonna show y'all a video, man, to see what you would think.
About Abraham, but I'm talking about the story. I know what you're talking about, Abraham.
Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the story of Noah. If you read it right now, pull it up. It says that all humans were killed and destroyed except those animals in that ark and Noah and his family, which meaning even Abraham, them and Sarah was related.
Right. But in that same,
what I'm basically trying to say is that's how you know it's bullshit.
Nah, in that same book, it tells you that it was a birth of two nations in one womb.
That's what I'm saying.
So tell me this also. Like I feel what both of y'all are saying. So why is it that Israel is so, they on the Palestinians like that though?
Because they siblings. Sibling rivalry. When you dealing with siblings that's fighting over who should get the birthright. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying that that's what they fighting over, but you got nations that's fighting over. Even we hear about Israel and the Palestine, but it's a bigger war than that, because this same nation right now is telling you that Jewish people are Jewish, even that are Jews, even though their name says Jew like to be exactly. So you got to think everybody is fighting and at war for a particular thing, which is who is the chosen people.
Exactly.
So that same war is happening all around the world, not just with them. It's just their country is a little more. Their country is a little more less about money. This country is about money, so they don't give a fuck about God. They don't care about who chose, as long as you rich while you here.
Wow.
This country deals with the afterlife as, well, I deal with it when I get there. But I'm gonna be a son of a bitch while I'm here.
I got a video that I want y'all to see and tell me. I mean, it's summertime, people trying to get their bodies right. If you walked in the gym and you saw this, what would be the reaction?
Gay. That's gay. That's gay.
What's going on here, man?
Say, man. Nah, bruh.
Is that dude off of Ted?
I don't know, man.
The guy that stole. Remember that
Man,
guy
you can't be working out like that, bro.
That nigga trying to
look like
that nigga finna finally get some pussy.
Nah, bro. That ain't what he look like to me, bro.
Nah, man.
That nigga looked like he was entering the butt Olympics, bro. Like this nigga get that ass ready for a perk, cuz I don't know what that was, man.
It's one of them. He looked like he ain't done shit in forever, and he trying to get his muscle game up.
Say your boy was speed pumping around this bit.
Yeah, that looked terrible, man. I couldn't honestly, man, they gonna put me out that gym because I'm gonna laugh like I'm laughing at a comedy show.
Yeah, I got a couple more, man. They gonna come real fast, man. Hopefully these videos are chopped up. But a father's love, man. Would you do this for your child? My son talking about blow this up, daddy. I said I ain't blowing up shit. Would you do it?
There's a video.
Oh, I thought it was you. I'm like, shit.
Man, I thought you was playing a
video. That's his foot?
No, brother. I don't know what that was hanging between his legs. I just know I wouldn't blow it up.
That's his foot, man.
Nah, Brian. Let me just try
put that back on there. If you look at that, if you look how they drew it, that's his foot, bro.
That is a whole cock hanging out between his legs, man.
Oh, they don't have no red shoe. Yeah,
right.
Fuck
hell no, bro.
Yeah, he out of there. Nah, man, my son gonna see that shit and not even want this shit.
Hey, man, well, let's say he do want it, and he's like, Dad, blow this up. It's my first birthday.
He going to military school. He asked me that, he gone.
ASAP.
Yeah, he asked me that. You gotta go. I might even send him to Catholic school because they work.
Yeah, nah, for real. Hey, man, you ready to go ahead and, get your uniform ready, kid, folks. We out of here.
Yeah, you gonna have to. Yeah, you got some problems.
I got another one for y'all. This is real quick, man. They sent this.
Oh shit!
God.
Why did she hit her so hard?
God.
Oh shit!
Hey, bro.
What was
God damn, that girl hit her hard. She ate that hoe.
Why didn't she run, bro? Like, why the fuck did she stand there and get hit 3 more times, bro?
Boy, I say, old girl was Barry Bonds out there, bro. No cap. It was 4 for 4.
They probably was fighting over who gonna keep the guy.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, you think you can take a bat to the face?
Hell no.
I'll say before or after, if I have to take it back to the face, that person they're gonna be explaining to Jesus Christ why they hit me. They're gonna die. If you even grab a bat and come my way, I'm gonna blow your fucking head out without thinking about it.
Sound like Money Mitch, man.
I
I got another one.
Then I'm gonna
Would you allow your would you allow your girlfriend who's subconscious about her ass do this?
Hell nah. Bro, say, I'm sorry, man. Little booties matter, baby. You know, I just want you to know, like, shit, you don't please just don't do no enhancement ass shit. Like that shit ain't gonna work, man. That shit really be looking uneven as fuck.
I do it, bro. I let her do it, man. Am I wrong? I do it, man. I would, man. What about you, Classik? I think we lost Classik, man, but no shame. You sent this in today.
Classik, you there? Yeah, I think he might be freezing up a little bit. Yeah. All right, what you got?
Hey, man, you sent this in today. Charles Barkley accuses the NBA of not having the balls to suspend LeBron, man. Is LeBron bigger than the NBA?
Absolutely, man. Like if you're looking at a person who literally, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I think we lost No Shame too. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in there and say, hell the fuck yeah, LeBron is bigger than the NBA. He's been bigger than the NBA for the last 10, 15 years. And when it comes to suspending a superstar like LeBron, why the fuck would you do it? I mean, he's going to take off about 20 to 30 games any damn way. So, I mean, it's not like something he's going to be tripping about. But
LeBron is bigger than the NBA, and they're going into the playoffs. So I'm thinking maybe LeBron has already gotten vaccinated, and they're really just like, oh, slap on the wrist. He's not putting people at risk according to probably the way that they're thinking. Well, maybe he didn't. But I do think that his name hold weight. Now, if somebody like, Kristaps Porzingis, he got fined $50,000 for doing that, doing the same exact thing, going to.
I'm back on. My bad.
Oh, perfect, man. I got a question. I think Shame and froze on us. Is LeBron bigger than the NBA?
Hell yeah.
Why you say that, brother?
Because I'm a LeBron fan of him off the court.
Oh, man.
Off the court, he done more than most people ever have. As a basketball player and as a human. So, of course, you bigger than the bubble of the NBA. That nigga's a humanitarian for sure. That's much bigger than what the NBA could ever offer him. Most of the NBA do is chew you up and spit you out and give you accolades that come and go, that another person can achieve or maybe not, and then they groom somebody else to try to beat your spot. They basically groom you to sit in the king's chair and to lose that same chair. But what he done off the court, that can't be touched, man. And that's forever. The shit he done for all them people's lives and the kids that they gonna have and their kids, you can't beat that with a stick. He done changed lives and made history and people's lives that will last forever. He is much bigger than the bubble of the NBA.
Is he better than Jordan?
Ooh.
No.
I'm going to answer that.
Please, No Shame.
No, I'll say this. Jordan, I say it like this. LeBron come in a time where I hate to say it, but in his LeBron's day, bro, other tyrants like LeBron, if LeBron was facing other LeBron, then you can really it's different. Jordan faced other Jordans and other pioneers of basketball. Jordan faced some of the big, like the best point guard. He faced them.
Yeah.
The best ones in position now is the best this, that, and the third. Jordan went against them. So LeBron he don't get a chance to fight to face the best point guard or shooting guard or center.
Now I can't. Hold on, Classik. Now I can't say that LeBron hadn't had some of the top tier competition because I believe that even with him playing with Dwayne Wade,
but best Jordan played the. I'm saying when I say best, what I mean by that is the spot. When you go on who's the number one point guard in history, center, point forward, power forward, small forward, Jordan played him.
Do you know how hard it was to beat the Golden State Warriors?
Right now?
I mean, I put the Golden State Warriors with KD and Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson up there with some of the great teams. So for LeBron,
greatest teams in NBA.
Yeah, I mean for LeBron to actually beat those guys handily.
That showed that I mean that's pretty much why we having the conversation.
He should definitely be in the GOAT talk conversation, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, all of them are grouped into one, if you ask me.
Bro. Listen, I swear to God, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was just getting around to saying it like it's different times, but it's the same energy getting passed on. That's how I feel like it. LeBron is Jordan and Kobe in his time.
Okay. Who's up next? Is Luka?
Just getting passed on like.
Is Luka that next guy? Dave, I want you to answer that for me, Dave.
Luka?
Yeah.
Man, fuck the Mavericks, bro. They always find I'm not racist, bro, but they find every white boy, bro, that they can find. Can't find a nigga that can dunk. I'm never gonna root for the Mavericks. Every white boy.
Hey, Luka, a bad boy. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, fuck
that
Luka,
white
bro.
boy got that pizzazz, man.
I'm riding with you, bro.
You say what, Classik?
I said he must be from Tyler, Texas.
Man, hell no, bro. I'm sorry, Luka just called, man. This the what?
Hey, yeah, you right on point, bro. Yeah, straight out of Tyler, Texas. But nah, listen though, LeBron is the better all-around player. LeBron the better all-around player, bro. Skill set, he the better all-around player. As far as killer instinct, when you gotta have a game right now, Jordan is the man. But LeBron is the better all-around player. Hey,
so would you take 36-year-old Jordan, or would you take 36-year-old LeBron?
Definitely LeBron. He didn't change the game as far as how the time goes.
Yeah,
36-year-old Jordan. I'm taking 36-year-old Jordan.
Man, absolutely. Dapper Dave, that's one of the things I can't agree on with you on tonight. Did you see what he did to Utah?
So you wouldn't. So y'all not gonna take Jordan when he was actually winning the championship?
Yeah, 36-year-old
Jordan had 6 championships, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was washed up though.
No,
get out of here, man.
They didn't watch the documentary, Dave.
Yeah, they didn't. You didn't watch it.
You ain't gotta watch it. I watched it live.
I watched it live.
So you saying Jordan was 36 in 92 and 91?
No, he wasn't 36 then. He was 36 about 90, 96, 97. Those were championship years. He didn't retire till he was 38 and then came back.
Hey, let me say this and I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Hey man, check out the Mavericks, man. Them boys up 2-0, man. Hey man. Hey,
they didn't win tonight.
One more thing. Hey, Classik Music, bro. We've been trying to get you for a long time, bro. We just ain't never got a chance to cross paths. And I just want y'all to know you appreciate it, bro. It's a blessing to have y'all on the platform, bro.
Man, we appreciate it. Man, you already know, man. It's blessed.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. And Ratchet TV, the hottest in the city right now, man. I'm out. Y'all have a good night.
Oh, man. Get out of here, man. Go Smoke. It's up, man. Y'all know, man. Go Smoke. We coming for the title, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who was that?
We are Go Smoke.
You saying who was that just left?
I'm saying who was on here?
Yeah,
he's the actual owner of Hip Hop Alliance magazine. So like he's the one that we're powered by. So like that's like our guy. That's my boy Mitch.
I got
you. Yes, sir. He's giving us the platform, man, to be able to do. Huh? He'll come in and do a Russell Simmons, man.
Right.
You know how Russell Simmons come in at the end of the show?
Yeah. So there's some news that came out that Errol Spence is finally gonna get a shot at Pacquiao. How do y'all feel about it, man?
It's good for Errol Spence. It ain't good for Pacquiao.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's. I don't. Oh man, that's fucked up. I can't take nothing from Earl. I think he's an amazing boxer, but I think it's a couple people. I feel like it's a couple people he should have fought first. That's how I feel like.
Absolutely.
Fight him.
He should be fighting T-Bud Crawford, and ain't no debate about it.
Hell no. If you got a chance to fight Pacquiao before he retires, you say what, bro?
I feel like Pacquiao was like at the end of Mario.
He said he feel like Pacquiao is that what at the end of Mario?
Yo, bro. Pacquiao is on his way out. Spence had to jump on this or he will never get an opportunity to fight Pacquiao.
This is a big money fight, man. Pacquiao is still a household name. Pacquiao ain't lost in 5 years. Come on now.
He getting ready to lose.
But that's like
I just thought I'd throw that out there for namesake.
I'm riding with Spence, man.
Hey, I'm riding with Spence too, man. It's big Dallas business right now, man.
And that nigga will fuck Crawford up.
I gotta ride with Spence, but
yeah, it's gonna make for a good fight because I think
fight is gonna be pure energy.
Yeah, pure energy.
6 rounds.
I like him.
My boy said 6 rounds.
6 rounds, bro.
You think Spence got that much power to knock Pacquiao out?
Fuck yes, bro. And I don't think that Pacquiao does good against. I mean, Keith fucking Horn. Look what Spence did to Keith Horn. They're the same in length. Their reach is about the same. And the only reason Pacquiao lost that fight is because he could not adjust to the length.
So y'all think Pacquiao?
You breaking up, Classik?
We think Pacquiao what? What you think, though, Shane?
Hey, man, I feel like Pacquiao is still going to be a great fight, bro. I don't think Pacquiao just going to lay down.
Pacquiao and Marquez would have been a fight.
I mean, Pacquiao and Marquez was a great fight. That was a great battle. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be I don't think he's just going to outright get his ass beat. I'm sorry.
6 rounds.
My boy says 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Hey, you want to put some money on it?
Yes, I put 50 on it right now. 6
I got
rounds.
to have 20, man. You want to put some money on it?
We can put 20 on it. 6 rounds. I think both of my guys are frozen up, man. I know I see a little movement from Classik, man, but the reason I'm saying that Pacquiao does not stand a chance against that young lion is
So you got
I don't know what's going on with my man's audio, but I'm definitely riding with my man Spence. And with me being a boxing fan, a huge boxing fan, what is going on in this place today? I'm going to try to muscle through it. With me being a huge boxing fan, one thing that I can definitely tell you is styles make fights. Pacquiao is a bulldog. He's a bulldozer. The reason why Mayweather embarrassed him so bad is because Pacquiao cannot fight going backwards. Now, unfortunately for Pacquiao, he is going up against Earl Spence, who is a powerhouse in his own right, and he also does not back up. Now, here's the crazy part. He has length, reach, power, and youth on his side. He's bigger, stronger, faster, younger. This is going to be a fight that goes 6 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing classic music back in. Or we're not going to bring classic music back in. Oh, there he is. I want to really hear what he has to say about my guy Pacquiao. No Shame looked like he's come back in too. Oh, we got the whole squad here today.
Oh, man.
Got the whole squad, man. What y'all thinking, man? Is it Pac or what?
I'm definitely going with Earl Spence. I mean, I ain't changing my mind. I just wanted to throw it out there just for the sake of an argument that the fight should still be a good fight. Pacquiao is still a great draw. This fight is going to be sold out, man.
Right. And it's in Vegas.
Man. So, I mean, I know it's a lot of people that's coming from Dallas that already done booked their flights.
I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Texas going to be well represented out there, man. So I'm excited. I'll have it. I'll be watching it here right at the house, man. So you guys can pull up David. Did you want to put
like Frank Lucas?
Anybody got any wagers? I mean, anybody going against Spence? I mean, because I'm willing to wage with you.
I'll wage on you in 6 rounds.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're gonna call it a bet. So I'm gonna bet my 20. You put your 20 up, I'll put my 20 up.
6 rounds.
All right. I'm saying that he don't do it in 6 rounds.
Yep.
Is it a bet?
That's a bet. I'm standing on it. Yes, sir. 6 rounds. It's gonna be
a
landslide.
Did we have any other subjects that we wanted to discuss, or man,
Man, we got one last thing, man. Kwame is hit with the cease and desist by Charlemagne the God. We do have a clip of the lawyer breaking down exactly what the cease and desist is, and I'm gonna play it.
Listen, and it's coming from an attorney. All right, a lot of you guys had a lot of questions, and you're asking me, tell us about the cease and desist letter. How does it work? This is what it is. Cease and desist letters, they do not come from judges. They come from attorneys' offices. And I assure you that Charlemagne the God has his attorneys on standby for this. So he goes and talks to him. He says, listen, this is what this man is doing to me. He is killing me. He is dragging me all on YouTube, all on social media. I have to get him to shut up. His attorneys say, no problem. Listen, this is what we'll do. We'll shut him up. You just leave it to us. So they sit down and they draft a letter. What does the letter say? It says, Mr. Kwame Brown, we have been retained by Mr. I'm not going to call this dude Mr. God, all right? He's Charlemagne the God, but does anybody know this dude's real name? I see some people in the comments are like, how did he get the name God? And I wonder it too. I'm not going to call him Mr. God. We're going to call him Cease and Desist Charlemagne, okay? We represent Mr. Cease and Desist Charlemagne. It has come to our attention that you have made videos defaming Mr. Cease and Desist Charlemagne all on social media. They're gonna say that we have the evidence. We have reviewed the videos. We are preserving these videos as evidence. Now guys, let's take a
wow. I mean, did Charlemagne do what he was supposed to do? Because those allegations that Charlemagne was facing are very serious allegations.
What are those allegations?
I think that it is sexual assault.
Assault on a minor?
I think it's a female. I don't know if it's a minor or not, but I have to fact check that part. But being that that's something in litigation, he didn't want that brought out because he still has to run his show. He still has to go out in public, and if he's fighting that, those are very, very, very serious allegations, man.
Well, let me ask you this: how do you put a cease and desist out on somebody that you attacked? He attacked Kwame Brown first, called his family killers, insinuated allegedly that this guy is also a killer on the verge of snapping. How do you take that approach and then go to and run to the court system and say, hey, cease and desist?
It's just certain shit that strikes a nerve, bro. And he didn't know that Kwame Brown had it in him to strike the nerve that was to be struck. So Kwame Brown, he didn't know that sometimes you don't know what people got in their bag. You know, that's why it's good to watch your mouth sometime, because you don't know what dirt other people know on you. And people and they've been hiding that hadn't caught wind in the media.
But I heard that years ago though.
Yeah.
I heard it like 2013, 2012, somewhere around there. But it was like whispers in opposed to the shouting sound that we hear today. Like, yo.
Absolutely. But don't let you go against the rage of the machine. Guess what? That's going to be on every network. You better ask Bill Cosby. You better ask a lot of these guys. Bro, you got some great artists, great comedians that are rotting in jail for the rest of their lives right now. And you got Bill Cosby, you got R. Kelly, you got Suge Knight. Though these people probably have done some really bad things, there are other people that have done very bad things on the other side as well. And they're out living their best life. These guys are not. Is there a standard between the two? So if somebody white would have did what R. Kelly did, being a great artist and all of this other extra stuff that he had to come along with him, would they have been able to get away with that versus, because Elvis was R. Kelly in a sense.
He definitely was. I don't need a hot box on this one, man, but he definitely was, man. I kind of want to get your opinion on it, no shame, because I think you're touching on something, man.
Yeah. So I mean, that's my perspective on it. I just believe that it's a double standard, man. When it relates to Kwame Brown and Charlemagne, it's a war within the two. Kwame Brown is dealing with the fact that he sucked in the fucking NBA, and people know he sucked, bringing up that he sucked. Charlemagne is dealing with some other things that are a little bit more personal than just basketball. These people are speaking on your basketball skills. They're not talking about you as a man. Come on now.
Charlemagne was, though.
What?
About his family killing and brothers and people he wasn't even raised up with. So I don't know, man. But to touch on your R. Kelly question, man, you asked, is there a double standard? I think we both know so. I think it definitely is. And I'm going to be all the way honest, man. Cancel culture makes me fucking sick, bro. I can't stand it. You can't tell me who to listen to, who to watch. I still listen. I was listening to R. Kelly today. More and more. After that. I'm not.
Man, you talk about classics, man. R. Kelly. Who would have won against R. Kelly in a versus? Who could have competed? No, I ain't going to say who won. Who would have won? Who could have competed with R. Kelly in a versus?
The only person I can think of would be Babyface, man.
But he went against Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley, bro, to me, he got mopped in that. He damn near lost every round with me, bro. I'm a Babyface guy. He got mopped.
Yeah, they played so many records that I didn't know that Babyface actually had put his hand on. You just never know, man. Sometimes music comes packaged. This guy was responsible for TLC, Keith Sweat,
Tony
LeVert, Tony Braxton. I mean, you
fucking Jackson,
man.
Michael Jackson.
The hits can go on.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I got a versus for you though.
Yeah.
Tony versus Mint Condition.
Oh. That's rough. I am a very, 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 very big mint condition fan.
I know.
But Tony, man, just had hit after hit after hit. It never rains in Southern California. And they tell me. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, come on. I'm sorry, but Tony just had more hits.
More hits?
More hits.
Give me
Mint condition lasts longer than them. But
let's go hit for hit, bro. You got Tony. I got mint condition. Let's go hit for hit.
Come on, we got to start with the anniversary.
Okay, I'm gonna go breaking my heart.
Okay, then you got to go to man. Let me go. I can't jump off the top of my head right now, man.
I got it.
But I mean, it will be a great battle.
Yeah.
I mean, those are really two even type bands. Yeah. You know, both of them. You know, they held their own within this R&B game. And would you put any one of them up against Jagged Edge?
I put both of them up against Jagged Edge, man, and it'd be a landslide for both of these. Throwback to the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
I like Jagged Edge, but I will put Jagged Edge up against Jodeci, man. Just being honest, bro.
Man, Jodeci, man, just had so much influence on the culture, though, man. Like Jodeci, man, tell me you didn't want to be KC at one point.
I wanted to be Devontae, man.
My boy said,
I wanted to be Devontae, nigga.
Say, man, but how can a person like Keith Sweat not be able to sing and still be able to sing?
That's the best. I
don't understand.
Question. Yeah, that's a good.
And this nigga's.
That's a good question, man. But Keith Sweat is a legend, man. If I was gonna put him in a versus battle, I probably would put him in a battle with somebody like. I don't know, man. Keith Sweat is in a lane of his own, man. But anyway, it's been a great show tonight. Classic music came in, dropped in on us here. Go Smoke, powered by Hip Hop Alliance magazine. He gave us a lot of perspective. He gave us a lot of depth. He let us know about his upcoming projects, his past projects, and we just really had a good time just shooting the shit and chopping it up, man. And thank y'all for tuning in, man. I saw it at one point in time. We had quite a few viewers, but I got to get up and go to work. I'm sure y'all do too. With that being said, let me do this for y'all, man. No shame. You know I'm about to call you, brother, yo.